One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Duke. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Eagles are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
No wideouts, no backs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Black. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep...
Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Watkins. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On the move, it's Mathis. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Give to the back. Creates a little room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now on the option. Leaves it with the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bearcats! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Off play action. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Watkins. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense
sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid. Dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Bearcats have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Going to sling it on second down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the 1st and goal.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Quarterback keeper. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Eastern Michigan.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Back to pass on second down. Takes his shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Charcoal.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Eastern Michigan.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
414 satellite. 414 satellite flag.
A first down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Eagles! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the inside. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying the run, it's Mathis. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. 3rd down play from the gun. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Bearcats have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Here we go, set.
They're going to run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Duke. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Clark. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
Military stun! Military stun!
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Base 27 jump! Base.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through...
Continues to fight for yards. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
The Eagles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.